Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a new live stream. It is Thursday, the 13th of June. And of course, we are going to go through the Bitcoin technical analysis. Any altcoins that, of course, you want to look at as well, I can take a quick look at those. But yeah, we're going to talk about what has happened within Bitcoin, the previous trades that I have taken, and yeah, kind of like the next trades that I'm looking to take as well. So if I just actually bring up my exchange up here, right, we can see that I am now out of the two long trades that I was in. So I was in two long trades, right? One of them was on Bitcoin and the other one was on Ethereum. Both of them were long trades, right? And yeah, as you can see here, the profit on the Bitcoin trade was, yeah, $954 in a profit. And then on the Ethereum trade, it was, yeah, a little over $600 in a profit on those. So yeah, of course, both of those trades were given to the team, as they always are, in the Visionary Discord. So if we take a look at the Discord here, we can see took the long on an aggressive entry. I will add to the trade if I start to see more confirmation. So this was the long trade that I was telling the team that I was entering into. So of course we will talk about this, talk about what happened within this. And then, of course, we had the Ethereum trade as well. Took the long on ETH. There was the long setup that I was looking at on Ethereum as well. And like I showed you on the exchange, right, those two trades are now fully closed, and they have been closed, in some really, really nice profits, to be fair. And yeah, just to show you quickly, right, this is, well, these are all of the previous trades that I have taken myself over the past, it's been about a month, okay, maybe just a little bit over a month, okay. These are all of the trades that I have taken. The majority, taking a look at them, right, a lot of them have been short trades, right, a lot of them have been short trades, but there have been some long trades here as well. And I mean, the past month has actually been really, really good for myself in, with the trades that I have taken, right? Looking at this, okay, I can see that my win rate has been really, really high, which is good, but also that the winning trades that I have taken, right, have been really, really profitable trades, and then the losses that I have taken, have been pretty minimal in comparison to a lot of the wins, right? My biggest loss was $760, and yeah, you can see here like $4,000 in a profit, $4,000 in a profit there. Down here we have, yeah, $5,600 in a profit there. Yeah, $1,000. There's just some really nice trades here, right? And this is what I was kind of telling the team over on the Discord as well. So where did I say this? I was saying this here, right? Trading is a game of probabilities and statistics, right? Nothing in trading is 100% certain. It is a game of probabilities. It is a game of statistics. And I said that the aim is not to win every single trade, but to win the majority of your trades consistently whilst managing risk correctly. Okay, so that's like the goal, right? You understand, and you have to understand, right? Coming into the trading space, you're never ever going to win 100% of your trades. Okay, I myself, who I consider myself an experienced trader now, I don't win every single trade, but it's really nice for myself to just look at the trades that I have taken, and I like to do this, each month. Okay, I like to just have a look at the past trades that I have taken over the course of the month. Okay, and just sort of like see how my trades have been going, and just sort of understand what has been working, what hasn't been working. And, it's all about just like educating yourself and gaining that experience as well. And over time, right, it will come. You will start to learn, it will come. And yeah, again, I said to the team, ensuring that losing trades are minimal compared to your wins is crucial, right? That is very, very crucial. Like I showed you on the exchange, okay? uh, on my position history. Okay, you can see, right, the losses that I have are pretty minimal in comparison to the wins that I have taken, right? And that's like the goal, right? You need to really really mitigate those losses. Okay, you understand that you are going to take losses here and there, but you do need to just mitigate them, right? And trading isn't easy. Like I said here, trading isn't easy, but like any skill, mastering it requires significant time and effort. Okay, it does take a long time. You're not going to watch one single video and automatically become a profitable trader, because there are so many aspects to trading that like combine together to actually help you and enable you to become a profitable trader. Okay, of course you have the technical side of things where you're looking at the charts. Okay, but you also have the emotional side of things, which is like the biggest thing, to be honest with you. And that's why the majority of people give up, or the majority of people fail, is because they have emotion in the market. And then another one is the risk management. Sorry, the risk management as well. Those are like the three important things. Of course, there are some other factors as well, but those are the most important things within trading. Okay, and once you have all of those just completely refined, okay, just completely smoothed over, you understand it. You know your risk, and you can control your emotions. Then, with experience, okay, because it does take experience, but with experience, you can get there. Okay, you can get there. And I just want to sort of put that out there, right? That it's hard, right? But it's not as hard as you think. It's like any skill. Like I said, it's like any skill. You just need to put a lot of time and effort into it. And if you put enough time and enough effort into it, I promise you, you will get to that stage of being a consistently profitable trader. Okay, me looking at it now, right? I know that my journey was tough. Okay, I know it was tough, but it gets easier and easier and easier as time goes on, and the more effort that you put in as well. So I just kind of want to start. I just wanted to start with that. But yeah, let's jump into the charts and let's see what is going on. So basically, after I entered into that long trade here, right, we did see a really nice rise towards the upside. Okay, we saw a really, really nice rise towards the upside, and I was talking through with the team about like why I was entering into this trade. This is what I always do with the team. I talk them through in the daily market updates, or if I have time, I will put it in the Discord, right? But yeah, if we scroll up, we can see right here. Okay, I mentioned to the team, like 55 million short trades were opened in the previous candle. Forming a failed auction of the range low would mean that 55 million shorts would be underwater, and they would most likely have to cover. This would be when I enter the long. For now, I remain patient. Okay, that's another big thing in trading. Patience. Okay, there's like three stages of patience. You have to remain patient, waiting for your levels, patient, waiting for the setup, and then patient, waiting for the take profit points. So yeah, here patience is another very important thing. If the setup doesn't show itself, then I look for the next setup, right? So if the setup, I'm saying to the team here, if I don't see the setup, right, I'm not going to trade it, and I'm going to look for the next setup, right? So that's what I was kind of anticipating, and I showed the team here on the Exo charts software that we had 55 million short trades coming in. Let's take a little look into it so that we can see it a little bit clearer. I don't have the time frame on there that I was on, but yeah, let's go. Yeah, I remember. 8 hour. Here we go. So yeah, what we can initially see is in this candle here, we had 55 million new short trades coming in, forming the failed auction. Like I said to the team, if we form the failed auction, I will enter the long. Okay, we formed the failed auction. I entered into the long because I understood that 55 million shorts opened up at the low. Now, these are going to be very emotional short trades because they are now underwater. right? And these are retail traders that are shorting the breakdown, okay? And now what they're thinking is like, oh no, we've shorted the bottom. We're now getting a rise, right? So what we tend to see, and what we see pretty much 98% of the time, right, is that these trades have to cover, and by short trades covering, it means that they have to buy back into the market, right? And that's exactly what happened here. You can see this big green candle here with this big decrease in open interest, 21 million positive delta. So we understand, right, a lot of these short trades that opened up here are actually covering, meaning that they're buying back into the market. Okay, and whilst that was happening, right back here, we had 22 million short trades that were now, getting emotional and thinking, we've shorted the bottom here. Okay, and now we're going to start to see a rise. So these could have started to cover, right? But then what we saw is, of course, we had the FOMC meeting and some other data releases as well. And ever since that, I was aware of it. I wasn't watching it because I am a technical trader. I don't trade off of the fundamentals, and that's just something that I have found that works for me, right? I remember a few years ago, I would factor in the fundamentals, and back then I wasn't a profitable trader. But now that I ignore all of the noise, I ignore all of the fundamentals, right? I am now a profitable trader, and I now understand that I don't have to be aware. I don't have to let my trades be affected by those. Now, of course, in turn, okay, yes, my trade was kind of affected by it because we did actually see a big pullback within Bitcoin as that FOMC meeting was happening, right? The Q&A that goes on after. So I understand that we did see a big pullback, so that did affect my trade in a way. But like I was saying to the team this morning, I didn't let it affect my trade. Okay, I didn't let it affect my trade because what I did, okay, and what I do a lot of the time, right, is I took a TP1 at the mid range. Well, I take a TP1 at mid range all of the time, okay, because we know that that is a major level of resistance or support if we are coming down into it. Okay, so I took a TP1 there, and as you can see, took that TP1 and moved the stop loss to entry, right, making it a completely risk-free trade. So this is how I didn't let that affect my trades, right? Because I took a TP1, I've moved the stop loss to entry. It's now a free trade. Okay, I've taken almost $1,000 profit off of that trade, right? And I'm now just letting the rest of the 1,000 run. Okay, I'm just letting the rest of it run, and seeing how it goes on, right? And then, of course, updated the team this morning. Both the Bitcoin and Ethereum trades are now closed for a nice profit. So, as you can see, all closed. That's literally what I showed, just a few minutes ago, right? This is the order history that I have. Okay, so yeah, they're all closed, right? At this moment in time, I am in no trades on my larger account, which is this account here. On my smaller account, I do still have an AVAX trade open, but I've only got very minimal amounts of capital in that, so yeah, I'm not too worried. I'm not worried about that whatsoever, and I'm just going to let that run and see how that goes on. So, of course, we'll take a look at the Ethereum trade as well. But before we do that, please make sure that you smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content for you. And also subscribe if you haven't already, because I do believe that I am giving some valuable information away in these live streams. So I don't want you to miss those, and turn the bell notification on so you never ever miss any live streams. So I can see there are a few people watching on Twitter as well. I don't believe I can see if anyone's commenting on Twitter. Maybe I'll have to go over to Twitter. But if you're watching on Twitter as well, make sure you smash that thumbs up button on Twitter, or X, as I should say. Sorry, X. I'm pretty sure everybody still calls it. Pretty much everybody still calls it Twitter rather than X. It's just a little bit too, it's a little bit too confusing still, because I've called it X for just like, Twitter. I'm not calling it X. I've called it Twitter for so long. So anyway, let's take a look at the Ethereum trade as well. Let's take a look at the Ethereum trade. So the Ethereum trade was off of the same basis, right? We had a range here, we formed a failed auction of the range low, okay, and we got a little nice rise towards the upside, right? We understand that we had a lot of short trades opening up here as well. So, that was a big reason why I entered into this trade. But of course, Bitcoin came into resistance, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin, okay? What am I doing? Here. Okay, Bitcoin came into resistance here with the mid range. We got a rejection, right? So of course, Ethereum is going to follow that as well, and that's exactly what happens, right? I took a TP on Ethereum. Okay, initially the TP1 is up here, and then the TP2, of course, is up there as well. And yeah, I did move that stop loss to entry on there. So let's take a look at the Discord quick altcoin trades. Stop losses at entry on the ETH trade there as well, updating the team there. So yeah, again, both of these trades were really, really nice, really profitable trades. And yeah, like I said, I'm in no new trades, or well, no trades whatsoever on my larger trading account. Okay, and now I am kind of just actively looking for some trades, right? So let's talk about the next levels that I'm kind of interested in. So if we let's simplify it quickly, just go to the line chart. I like to do this a lot. Just simplify it, right? We have, of course, the failed auction from range low here, right? So I also took a long trade from here. Let's just actually bring that up as well. This one here, maybe. This one here, yeah. So I took a long from range low off of a failed auction of range low. Okay, that has been, a really, really profitable trade. That trade is fully closed as well. What was the entry price on that? That was, yeah, around $59,000. Let me see. Was it on this account? Average entry. Was it on this account or was it on my? What was the entry on that? Okay, I don't think it was on this account. I think it was on another account. Yeah, it was on a different account. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I took a long from range low as well, and basically what I've done, right, is I pulled an anchored VWAP from range low, and we can very clearly see, right, that it has acted as support here. Remember, we're viewing this as kind of like a zone. It's not an exact dollar level. Okay. We formed the failed auction here, reclaimed it, support, big bounce towards the upside. Right. Yesterday, are we back? I think we're back. Okay, I think we're back. I don't know what happened there. The Wi-Fi dropped off, but yeah. Basically, okay, we came down to the anchored VWAP here, perfect support, right? So I'm quite confident in this level. I quite like this level, and we are now testing this level at this moment in time again. Okay, we are testing the level, and yeah, again, this could be some really nice support. To be honest with you, this could act as some really, really nice support. And yeah, let's go back to the candles and just sort of like see what we could be looking at here, right? Let's see what we could be looking at. So we're coming into that support, right? If I take a look at exo charts, I don't believe. Let's just refresh it, make sure we're up to date on it. Right, what are we looking at this on? So we're looking at it on the 8 hour still. Yeah, we do have some absorption coming in here, to be honest. We do have some absorption coming into this level. We've got 25 million new short trades opening up here. Let's just zoom in a bit and have a look at this. Yes, we do have lots of short trades opening up. Because I was talking through with the team this morning, right? That I am kind of interested in taking a long from down here. I'm still kind of interested in taking a long from here. Um, I'm just thinking, is it? I could enter now quite aggressively. We are also at value area low as well. I'm kind of considering this for a long trade, to be honest. Ideally, right, and this is why I'm a little bit hesitant with entering into the long here because this morning I was saying I would quite like to see um, this liquidity being swept here for a long trade. That's kind of what I was looking for. We can take out possibly all the liquidity from here as well. So that's kind of my preferred scenario. But I mean, we're getting absorption into the level here. We're testing that VWAP again, and we're bouncing off of it as of now. And then we do have a lot of shorts that have opened up as well. Okay, so I could be interested, right? I could be interested in if I took the long now, it would be it would be a very aggressive long, okay, very aggressive. So it's kind of like this is kind of it's a really nice invalidation. So like entering aggressively now is not actually that bad, that stupid of an idea, to be honest. For me, the best long trade from here would probably be a reclaim of value area low. That's kind of where I get a little bit more bullish here. Let's go back to the 8-hour quick. Let's see this. Yeah. We've got some nice absorption coming in. We've got 25 million shorts opening up here, right? We're using VWAP as support. So there's lots of confluence here. There is lots of confluence here for a long trade. That final bit of confirmation would be reclaim value area low. Then we go. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now I could aggressively enter in here. I could like enter with like a really aggressive entry. Maybe with lower capital. And then I add to it if we reclaim. I think I'd rather wait for the reclaim. That's where I get the highest probability setup. But I do like it, right? This morning I was looking for a little bit lower for the long trade. But of course, the markets can change within seconds, right? And yeah, we're getting absorption into the VWAP, which is quite nice. But I think to give me that highest probability trade setup, I would have to see the value area low being reclaimed. Okay, and this is where I'd probably go into like a smaller time frame. And then look for the reclaim on a smaller time frame and then enter off of that. Do you see how here? Okay, do you see how here? Oh, we broke below value area low, okay, dipped below it, came back above it, reclaimed it, big move up, okay. This is kind of what I would like to see here. And then, yeah, of course, mid-range POC is that TP1, and then we're looking at range high for that TP2. So when I say a reclaim, that's a perfect example right there. That's a perfect reclaim of the value area low. Yeah, so I think for me, I'd prefer. So again, there's the aggressive entry here, and then my stop would be below the low. But I'd prefer, just because I'm trading on my larger account, it's like, yeah, I'd rather be a little bit. I'm still aggressive on my larger account, but not that aggressive, right? Um, I'm not that aggressive. Yeah, I do quite like that though. I do quite like that. And again, right, the my stop would probably be below that low as well. So I mean the RR, the risk to reward ratio is still really good on this trade. Even if I did enter a little bit higher, it's still really good. The stop loss is still really nice and tight. The profit, it's got lots of room. Okay, it's got a nice percent, right? 6.3, yeah, 6 point, well, almost 6.4%, right? And of course, I use leverage. Okay, so that's going to increase. But yeah, I'm just kind of. Yeah, I do like that, right? So I'll wait for a reclaim of that value area low. If I get the reclaim of the value area low, I would be happy to take that long trade, to be honest. I'm not all that bearish on Bitcoin, but we are at a level that I can flip bearish, right? That's where we are at this moment in time. So let's just take a look at that quickly, right? Let's just get rid of these. What's this? We can get rid of this now. So let's just talk about that briefly, right? So here we are. Okay, here we are. Let's pull a fixed range actually quick as well. I'll just reuse this one. No. Okay, I'll just put on you. Get rid of that. Just want to see where the POC is. Right, so we've lost the POC already. I was going to say, right, if the POC was at mid range, I'd really like that for a long trade as well, but it isn't. Yeah, so let's talk about where we are right now. Okay, zooming out, we are in this huge 8-hour range. Okay, in this 8-hour range, I have taken many trades. Okay, I've taken many trades in this 8-hour trade, 8-hour range, including a short from all-time high. Recently, I've been loving trading this range. Okay, I've been absolutely loving trading this range. I'm going to continue it because this price action is looking really good on the 8-hour. So I'm going to continue to trade this, right? And where we are right now is at the mid-range of the parallel channel. Okay, and you can see, right, we've used this level as really strong resistance support in the past, right? And we're there now. Okay, that's where we currently are. We're at that level. And we also have the VWAP here as well. So of course, we're looking at this and we're thinking, right, there is lots of support. Okay, there is lots of support. But if we start to lose this level here, this is when I kind of flip a lot more bearish, right? I understand, right? We're trading just below the all-time high, right? We're consolidating underneath resistance, right? It is kind of considered bullish, right? We're building value up here as well. Okay, we're building lots of value up here. But I am also aware of, we've been talking a lot recently about Elliott wave, the Elliott waves count, okay? And we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this possibly being wave 5 down here. Okay, and there's actually no bullish counts anymore because the bullish count has actually played out. So let's just draw out the bullish count first here. Right, we can see that we ever so slightly took out the wave 3 on the bullish count. Okay, ever so slightly took it out. So for me, this is kind of invalidated now. We've had the big pullback. Okay, well, not only have we had the big pullback, let's just get rid of this one for now, for the bearish count for now. Not only have we had the big pullback, we've also had an ABC correction off of it as well. Okay, we've also had an ABC correction, right? So this is all played out. The bullish count has all played out for me at this moment in time. Okay, the only way, the only count that I can see at this moment in time is the bearish count, and that is signaling a move down below wave 3, which is below $56,000, okay, down for wave 5, right? That is kind of what it is looking like, right? So this is where I'm sat, right? I'm sat thinking that if we lose this, what's really stopping Bitcoin from completing wave 5? Nothing really. There's not really anything here that's going to hold the price up, I don't think. Right? Of course, we do have levels, and I am aware of the levels, and I do understand that we could find support at these levels, but there isn't anything major. Like between, this kind of little range that we have here, there's no support along here, is there? Okay, so we've probably come down to this range here, and this isn't actually a great range. So if we lose that, we're probably just going to come down to, $56,000. So it doesn't look too good for Bitcoin if we lose. Sorry, if we lose this level here, right? It doesn't look too good. Doesn't mean that we're going to come down to 42,000, 40,000 and come back down to the low of the bear market. No, I'm just saying, right, that, this is a possibility. Elliott Wave is so powerful. Okay. And recently we've been using it and really, it's been really helping us with determining like where price is going to go, what trades we can favor. And to be honest with you, like if we're going to lose this level, I just don't see a scenario where we don't complete wave 5, because it is right. We have to. This is looking like, I understand. Okay, we're just below all-time high, right? So we don't have to get like very bearish. Okay, all I'm saying, right, is a pullback. Okay, back down to like $56,000. It's nothing major. Okay, it's nothing major. But I'm just like thinking, right, lower high, lower high, lower high, okay, lower low, lower low. It's like, yeah, another lower low is looking more likely, especially now that we formed a really nice high up here. Okay, and what I mean by a really nice high is that, we formed a high here, which is unfinished business. Okay, we have unfinished business up here. And then what have we done? Okay, we've come back up, we finished the business, right? And we've got the pullback. So to be honest with you, this is looking like a good high, right? A good double top. It is. Okay, and this is kind of why I'm thinking, right? If we lose this level, I just don't see a scenario where we find any support like down here. I just don't really see it. So this is why I think wave 5 could be completed. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to look for long trades, right? I would be looking for a long trade at the end of wave 3 here. This is where my first long trade would possibly come into fruition if I see the setup, right? This is what I would be looking for. And yeah, again, right, I would actually be targeting all-time high for that trade. So I'm not very, very bearish here. Okay, I'm looking for the long trade. I'm looking for all-time high. If we don't see the long setup there, then I do think we'll come a little bit deeper to 51,700, where from there we could get the long trade. So, when price pulls back, I'm looking for the long trade. When price rises, I'm looking for the short trade, right? So I just feel as though, yeah, if we lose this, the more probable scenario is that we come down and complete wave 5. That is kind of what I'm feeling at this moment in time. But of course, we could hold this level, we could rise, we could come up to all-time high. Okay, and of course, I will be looking for the long trade here. I am looking for the long trade here, possibly. It's literally just a matter of patience now, right? Let's see if we can hold this. Let's see if we can reclaim that value area low. Right, where are we now? Here. Let's get rid of some of these. Not interested in that VWAP anymore. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, so I think it's just the patience, okay? It's just the patience waiting for a reclaim of value area low, and I'd be happy to take the long trade there and look for, yeah, like the POC and value area high here. I kind of like that for a TP1. Really good risk to reward ratio. If I don't see the setup here, of course, I'm not going to take it, right? Like I always say to the team as well, if I don't see the setup, I won't take it, right? For example, taking a look at the Visionary Discord, where have I said this? I remember saying it. If I don't, if the setup doesn't show itself, then I look for the next setup. That's it, right? Plain and simple. If the setup doesn't show itself, I'm not going to take the trade. I'm going to look for the next setup. Okay, I'm not a trader. I'm not a trader that will trade like a retail trader. Okay, that's not me. That's how I used to be, and that's not me anymore. Okay, I remain patient. I'm not FOMOing into trades. Okay, for example, here, 55 million traders FOMO'd into a short trade and got completely wrecked. Okay, they got completely wrecked on this candle here. And what did I do? Well, I took advantage of that by entering into a long down here. Okay. And I promise you now, that is a much, much, much more profitable way of trading than trading breakouts or, FOMOing into trades or just trading like any retail trader patterns, head and shoulders, triangle patterns. And, it's not like you shouldn't know head and shoulders patterns and you shouldn't understand triangle patterns. I myself still look at triangle patterns, right? I still look at them, but I kind of like counter trade them. I say this a lot, right? I kind of just counter trade them. And the proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in the pudding. I always show the proof, right? The proof is in the pudding. Look at the consistency, right? The proof is all in the pudding. So yeah, now it's patience, right? Again, there's patience is a big thing in trading as well. And there's three steps of patience. Okay. There's waiting for the level. There's waiting for the setup because you may get to the level and not get the setup. Okay. So you wait for the level, wait for the setup, then wait for the TPs, and in between that, okay, you've got the wait for the level. In between that, you've got the, yeah, well, there isn't really anything in between that, to be honest with you. There's just something in between, um, yeah, taking the trade and the, yeah. So I don't know where I'm going with that, but you get what I mean, right? You remain patient, wait for the level. You remain patient, waiting for the setup to show itself. Okay, you wait for the setup to show itself, and yeah, what I'm trying to say is like in the middle of that, you've got you like sat at the chart, visually seeing what is going on, visually seeing what you want to see. Okay, then you get the setup. All right. Okay, and then you have the patience to wait for the TPs. And of course, in the middle of that, that's just you remaining, kind of like oblivious to what's going on. Really, what I like to do is I like to, set my trades up. Then I will set alerts, and I'll kind of just walk away from the computer. I'm not going to be, staring at the screen every second of every minute that I'm in this trade. Right? I kind of just walk away and forget it. Right? And that's another like big thing that's helped me emotionally as well. The first big thing and the most important thing is always risking an amount that you can afford to lose. That's like the biggest thing. But the second thing as well is like once you enter into a trade, just kind of like get into that mind space of you're not in a trade. Okay, there's nothing happening. But of course, you need to set either you set limit TPs. I've been doing that recently when I go to bed. I've been setting limit TPs so that it would take profit whilst I am asleep if my take profit is hit. And if I'm not going to bed, what I don't set limit TPs because sometimes we could smash through the level, and I don't want to take a profit there, and I'll wait to take profit a little bit higher. So what I'll usually do is when I'm awake and I have access to my computer, I will set an alert, right? So I'll get an email, I get a text, okay, and it will alert me that my take profit is being tapped. Okay, I can take a look at the charts, see if I want to take profit there. The majority of the time I do, but sometimes we just completely smash through the level. It's not all of the time, but sometimes we do that. And then I'm like, okay, right, if we're going to continue this, right, I'll just wait a little bit more. Okay, I'll set, I'll be at the computer. So if we do pull back down to my TP, then I'll just take a TP there. Okay, no harm done. But if we're going to continue to go, right, I'll just see if I can squeeze a bit more out, squeeze a bit more out, squeeze a bit more out. Maybe, okay, price will just shoot up to the TP2. I don't have to worry about a TP1. Okay, that's not the kind of on the rare occasion, right? That doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Okay, it does happen. So that's why sometimes I don't set. Well, yeah, that's why I kind of never set limit TPs, right, where it will automatically take profit for you. I kind of just set an alert because the majority of the time anyway, I have access to my computer unless I'm asleep or unless I'm traveling or unless I'm maybe on a plane, or if I don't know, maybe I'm doing something important, right? Maybe I'm out for a meal or something. But even that, I'll get an alert on my phone and I can just pop to the toilet quickly, and I just check it on my phone. So yeah, not even in that instant. But yeah, if I physically cannot get access to Wi-Fi and I physically cannot get access to my computer because I'm asleep on a plane or something like that, that's kind of when I set the TP limits. But yeah, let's see what's going on. So we're getting some longs coming in here, 5.8 million new longs coming in. Nothing too exciting, right? It's just patience now, patience, waiting for that. Of course, if you haven't already, please make sure you smash that thumbs up on this live stream. I would really, really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. And yeah, if there's anything you want to ask me, please put it in the chat. I'll be open to seeing what you have to say. Of course, I'd like to, see your perspective on the markets as well. I'd like to I always find it quite interesting to see other people's perspective on the market. Even though I don't let anyone else's perspective affect my perspective, right? I never do that, but it's always nice to, I still watch people till this day, right? Sometimes, if I'm a little bit, I don't know what to watch, I'll kind of just watch someone else's video. And it's always good to just see what other people's perspective is on the market. And a lot of the time, I like to look at people's perspectives that kind of don't really have a clue on what's going on in the market. It kind of just gives me a bit of entertainment, to be honest with you. But yeah, then sometimes I do like to watch people who do have a clue on the markets and kind of get their perspective on it as well. It's always a good thing. It's just kind of see if there's anything, because as a trader, you're always growing. You're never going to become a perfect trader. You can become a consistently profitable trader, but you're still not going to become a perfect trader. I myself, I'll say that I'm not a perfect trader. Okay, I understand that I am consistently profitable, but I'm not perfect. And it's always nice to see other people's perspective, and maybe they'll say something or they'll use something that I kind of quite like, and maybe I'll take a look at that, start investigating it, trying it out. So it's always good to just kind of see what other, but again, like I say, never let anyone else's opinion affect your opinion on the markets. Never let anyone's opinion affect your opinion. If I let people's opinions affect my opinions on the market, I guarantee you now there would be a lot more red here than there is green. Okay, there would be more green than red than what you see now, where there's more green than red. So yeah, that's another aspect. Like just getting rid of all of the emotion out of it. Just literally getting rid of all of the emotion out of it. Of course, what I've done as well is in the description, I've put a link as well to the free Discord. Um, yeah, I thought that was on there before, but it isn't. So yeah, if you want access to the free Discord, yeah, just click. I think it's the second link in the description. So yeah, head over there if you want access to the free Discord. But of course, if you want access to the Visionary Discord, where you get access to all of my trades, first link in the description. That's where you can find that. But yeah, nothing really going on here. Let's have a look at the lower time frame. Nothing too exciting going on here whatsoever. Of course, again, if you want to ask me anything, please put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. Let's have a quick look at ETH as well. Okay, so ETH has actually just taken that low, to be honest. It has, yeah. Let's have a... Let's have a quick look at the order flow on ETH as well. Let's see what's going on with ETH. I'm just trying to determine whether this could be a long trade on ETH as well. No, I just don't really see the confluence there with ETH. Oh, I like that. That's good. That's really nice, actually. But that's for this, we'd have to see a pullback down below 3,000. But I do like that, actually. I'll keep that on there. I do really like that, actually. Can we see a view up a little bit higher? No. Okay, I mean previous month VWAP is there. So we do have previous month VWAP there. And of course, you can see that that is acting as support right now. It's probably a good idea to wait and see what Bitcoin does. Because if Bitcoin loses this, Ethereum is most definitely going to lose that. And then that's where I'm then probably looking for $3,000 on Ethereum. Giving all of this price action back, that's kind of what I'll be looking for. Yeah, to be honest with you, it doesn't look too good for Bitcoin or Ethereum at this moment in time. It really doesn't look that good. You know, if we're going to lose this level here, it's not good, to be honest. You know, that's sub 60K. That's where we're going. If anybody's got any questions, of course, put them into the chat. If there are no questions, yeah, I'll probably leave it there. So yeah, let me know if you've got any questions or anything. Again, you know, on this channel, right, my goal is to just be like 100% transparent with you all of the time, okay? And yeah, this is these are my results from the last month. Okay, these are all the trades that I've taken over the course of the last month. As you can see here, you know, a lot more green than red, and you know, the green is a lot more profitable than the red is as well. My biggest loss was $760. Right, you can see $5,000 win there. Yeah, where else? $4,000 win there, $776 there, $4,000 there, $888 there, $1,000 there, $500, $600, $900 there. So yeah. So yeah, I'll probably leave it there if there are no questions. So of course, if you want access to the Visionary Discord where I give all of my trades away, first link in the description, it will take you over to this page here where you can gain access to that. Of course, we have the Exo chart templates and the courses as well. And then if you just want the free Discord, it is the second link in the description. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, turn the bell notification on so you never miss another upload, and smash that thumbs up button for me as well, and I can continue to bring this content to you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next live stream, and yeah, have a good